We got a new emote in BR, or as far as Epic tells me, since they like to lie about this stuff. Can't share the music because it's copyrighted, but if you pick it up, feel free to use code Mista at your checkout. I get 5% of your purchase in real life dollars at no further cost to you, and it's very, very supportive. But yeah, rest of the shop is just a lot of stuff we've already seen, and since only one person used my code, I'll just say a quick thank you to Streamer Modes hiding it for some reason. Yeah, thank you, Bounty, for using my code. I appreciate it. If you guys want to be featured on the channel, just ping me in there, and I'll be sure to feature you. So since there's not too much going on in BR, we're just going to talk about what's going on to save the world. So as you guys know, occasionally there are missions that give V-Bucks. And if you're a Founders, you can get V-Bucks. If you're a normal non-Founders player, you still get the X-ray tickets, so they're definitely worth doing. But unfortunately, Epic likes to put these missions in power level 5 missions sometimes. I know this isn't the most accessible. I understand this is not going to be easy. Discord's linked down below. People in the comments might be able to help you out. A team of 4 is highly recommended, but if you are willing to get through it, 25 V-Bucks are at the end of it. If you're insane enough to try and solo it, you might want to queue that while the rest of the video plays out, but fair warning, it's not going to be easy. So, Dungeon Daily is Gr8. If you guys want to go ahead and get lost in dungeons, there you are. Cram Session is also active. I can't show it because I already did it, but the safe cracking quest is available to get 10,000 gold, which is great. You can do that in less than an hour. I'll link my video down below that shows a very consistent strategy to get every single safe as fast as possible. It's 10 missions all in a row, 10,000 gold in an hour, easy peasy. Sci-Fi Llamas are available today. I'm going to say the same thing I said yesterday when military llamas came around, where sci-fi weapons are all fluxible, but it takes about 2 weeks to get flux that's enough to research a weapon normally. And unless you're getting it from collection books, it takes a while to do that. Extra tickets are pretty easy to get, so if you find anything good in your llama, you might want to go ahead and pick it up. And I also go through the weapons right now. So if we go to the not expansion, we want the event ones right here. Sci-fi is over here. There we go. Husk Warper, okay melee. Atomic Light Expander's also pretty decent. I know AS407's just mad at me right now. He loves melees, but Astrobat's pretty all right. Pulsar 9000, one of the best crowd clearing shotguns in the entire game. Single target definitely suffers, and it is locked to energy along with the rest of the set. The Atomizer is a great weapon. It's kind of obsolete nowadays because the plasmatic discharger does the more damage with less energy cells. It's better versus smashers, mini boss end phase, and curiously does a tremendous amount of extra damage to takers as well. The discharger just does everything better. The Deatomizer is often used for crowd clearing, but you have so many great launchers in the game that are cheaper and more accessible, so it is a good weapon. It's just not the best pick anymore. Blastotron 9000 is really good for defenders. I know Archer likes to do this because the crit hits causes 7 projectiles to go out that explode. That has a cooldown for the player, but not defenders. So if you hand a defender the Blastotron 9000, I never recommend double crit rating, but some defenders have a crit rating perk on there. If you give it to a defender with these kind of perks, it'll crit a lot, and there's no cooldown. It's super effective. Blastotron Mini is one of the highest DPS SMGs in the entire game, by the way. It is locked in energy, so it's not always outputting the damage it's going to. If you're doing 100 damage to a elemental target as energy, the damage will be 75. It's just cut down by 25%. So there's kind of a nerf there, but it's very strong. Gavatron 9000, super disappointing. Used to be one of my favorite weapons of the game, but I researched it more heavily, and it's really, really not strong. I used this recently, very recently, on stream with the best loadout you can give an AR, and it sucked. I don't often say that. I'm usually very optimistic and very positive, but the weapon's bad. It's not an opinion, it really is, so I'm sorry. But Extraterrestrial Rio is quite good. She gives you a 20% damage bonus, energy damage bonus, while shields are up. That applies to your abilities as well, which is kind of nice. And I do not think it affects your traps. If I'm wrong, comment down below. Eddie is a hero that I never had much faith in, but I've seen some configurations where he's actually quite good in melee builds, often pair with Intergalactic Ken to increase how much of your shields you can regenerate from energy damage, which is kind of nice. Cyberclops, super overhyped hero. You know what he does. I don't think he's that strong. I have never seen any build that is truly desiring Cyberclops in any meaningful way. That's too general of a statement. I'm just saying I haven't seen hardly any build that's improved by Cyberclops that wouldn't be improved by a different hero instead. I don't know. The community loves him. I just can't see it. Math and testing does not support using him unless you're in the low-level missions. Now, if you're running him in low-level missions as a Teddy main, that's fine. You're good. He'll get you through most adventures without a hitch, but when things get tough, he's not going to be the one to carry you. Azealia Clark gives you a flat ability energy damage bonus, which is great if you have a diecast minigun lead, or what are other abilities that do energy damage? Shockwave, whatever. You guys know those. So, yeah. All right. quick breakdown, not a quick breakdown of all the sci-fi weapons and heroes, but it's a really good set. So link down below to a bunch of videos on different weapons and sci-fi heroes, because I've covered pretty much everything in the set, and you guys might want to check that out to see more. Daily llamas, besides, yeah, that was just sci-fi, and then I think underneath them is just yeah, just sci-fi. So there you go. It's no hidden military llamas like that one time. That was fun though. I like that. Thank you to Reaper for joining so I can see the low-level missions. 4x drops of rain in the 15-4 player. I didn't actually prep these, so we're gonna go through these together quickly. Let's see. 34s are fine. 4x reperk at the 46-4 player is great. 4x lighting the bottle is great. Then we've got hero XP, ceiling drop trap. I wanted to mention tire trap, super strong. Bounces around, knocks enemies around, does great damage. Really good at all levels. And then sometimes people ask me, like, what's a good weapon for Candy Valley or something? If I ever point out a weapon like the vacuum tube shotgun, where I say it's really strong with that chain lightning, it's going to be good in all zones. I don't, like I said about Cyberclops, I don't always like to favor weapons that are only good in low-level zones, but any good weapon in the endgame is good in the early game. 4x lighting the bottle in the 184 player, with the exception of cost. Like I said with the de-atomizer and the discharger earlier, spending 30 energy cells on one kill might be too expensive for a new player, but it's still going to be very strong. 4x reperk and our one legendary survivor available in the 184 player in Ventures. Then we also got the 4x Eye of the Storm in the 144 player, and the 4x Lighting the Bottle in the 140, and then a Stormblade. Very strong melee. I just posted a video on this a little while ago. I'm probably going to link it down below because I really love this video and how it turned out. Super strong loadout. That 1.5 million DPS is single target from one person. So you are regularly doing several million damage per second in that build in a crowd of enemies. It's kind of insane. 88 4 player has 4x Eye of the Storm and Epic Perk Up. Then the 108 4 players are both good with 4x Eye of the Storm, Epic Perk Up, 4x Lightning the Bottle, and Reperk. Then in the 116 zone, we have one of the best shotguns of the entire game, the Huskbuster. This thing's insane. It's hyper cost efficient, really good versus mini bosses, very strong weapon. Love that thing. 200x Epic Perk Up, by the way, is 200 times 1. I get comments on that visual bug sometimes. It's not as exciting as it sounds, I'm sorry. 4x Reperk in the 124 4 player, although 200 Epic Perk Up, not bad. I'm not gonna lie. 4x Eye of the Storm in the 144 player, 4x Reperk plus 369 Reperk, nice. And then just schematic XP down there. And then the 160s are pretty okay. 5x Reperk from Deliver the Bomb is great, but that won't count towards your, what is it, weapon supercharger this week? Yeah, so you can run this for the reperk, but it won't get you there. 5x Drops of Rain plus Epic Perk Up and the Ride the Lightning. Super easy modifiers on this one. Great mission to run 10 times if you want that weapon supercharger. And then 5x Reperk and the Repair the Shelter. Healing Death Burst is kind of annoying, but the mission's super easy, so, barely an inconvenience. Not going to have any problems there. 4x Green Perk Up and Blue Perk Up in the 46-4 player, so not a bad mission to run if you need some perk up. And then 4x Lighting the Bottle in the 64-4 player. It's pretty much all I have for Canny. We already showed Stonewall with the V-Bucks, so we'll just show Plankton finally. 4x Lightning in a Bottle. So, yeah, pretty good missions today. I know I dwelled on the sci-fi set a lot, but, I feel like that's what I can get you guys. Anybody can pull up Fortnite DB and just see a quick overview, but if you're a brand new player, you're not going to know what any of this means, and I like to point out what's good, what's bad. I do often skip over purple stuff because you can see we have enough legendary items to talk about. If I covered purple items, this video would be 20 minutes long, and nobody needs that. So, yeah, check out the safe cracking video. Check out the Stormblade. If you made it this far, you must be a true fan. You might want to support me further by checking out Marvel Strike Force, link down below. Use code MSF6, by the way, to get some free rewards in game. If you guys reach these different stretch goals on the right here, level 7, 20, and 30, as some people have, I'll get direct financial gain. You guys will enjoy the game as it is. It costs $0 to get to those levels, and it's free to play on mobile. Link down below. Check it out if you guys want to support me, and if you just want to have a fun game to play. This is a really good side game, by the way, so if you're grinding Ventures and you're kind of bored, put this on your phone, slap it on your desk, maybe on your lap, and play 2 games at once. It's kind of a good deal.